I mean, when I eat like this, my training output changes. Not mentally, but physically. Massively. This right here is an egg. How good is it for you, actually? We're going to take a look at that today. Now, when we think of eggs, we think of boxing montages like Rocky. We think of bodybuilding diaries, old DVDs in the 80s and 90s, of people chugging raw eggs down in a blender and just drinking it raw in the kitchen. But how good are eggs for you, actually? Are they as good as what they say? And for performance-wise, how good are they? Now, I'm going to take this from quickly what's in an egg, scientifically, and then anecdotally into use as well, which I think the anecdotal is just as important as the scientific. And then at the end of this, we'll look into how or should you implement eggs into your diet. We're not going to get bogged down of what really is in an egg scientifically, but to put in short, it's a complete protein source. The cholesterol inside of it will help towards your testosterone support. So think of every time you eat an egg, specifically the yolk, right? Because the yolk is where all the protein, the amino acids, and the fats, and the cholesterol is contained. Every time you're taking that cholesterol, it's supporting your free testosterone within your body. So it is supporting and elevating your testosterone. You have fat-soluble vitamins in it, and various other aminos and vitamins that help towards the brain function as well. Now, the main thing though we're consuming eggs for in a performance standpoint is really the cholesterol, the fats, the amino acids, and the proteins, right? Why does this matter? Specifically when we're training. It matters for strength, it matters for recovery, it matters for hormone environments, and also it matters for satiation. Now, recently, as of many years ago, in my natural bodybuilding journey, my egg intake would have been around 12 a day. I ran with that for a long period of time, and my performance was quite high. For a natural bodybuilder, I felt my strength far surpassed a lot of the people around me. Now, I had stopped consuming 12 eggs a day. I went back to 6 for a long period of time for the last 2 years, and my performance was still pretty good. But as of recently, I've tried to increase my strength again after the post-show in August there I did. I've been very weak, and I've been holding on to around 5 to 6 eggs a day. As of last week, I started going back on to around 10 to 12 eggs a day. Now, this is where my anecdotals are going to kick in, right? It's the only diet I change, okay? So I'm a drug-free bodybuilder. I don't have any drugs, so there's not an increase of drugs here. My sleep hasn't changed much, so there's not an increase of recovery or free testosterone from the sleep from somewhere. The only thing this week that changed in my routine and diet is the eggs. I was consuming 5 to 6 more than usual. So I was consuming double the amount of eggs. Now, what did that do to me? First of all, my energy, getting out of bed in the mornings, has notably increased. Secondly, my performance in the gym, specifically strength. I'm going to give you some figures here and give me an example. So on a Monday, I start with decline bench. The previous week, I was on around about 115 kilo for my working set for 7 to 6 reps. My weighted press-ups was afterwards around about 60 kilo on my back for around about 6, 7. This week, with the increased eggs, my decline bench went up. I went to 117 kilo instead, and did around 9 to 10. My weighted press-ups was 61.5 kilo on my back, and I did that for 10. My barbell rows, I did 145 kilo barbell rows for 6. This week, I did 150 kilo for 8. My squats the previous week was 140 kilo for 6. This one was 142 kilo for 10, and so on and so on and so on. But the point is that I would expect strength progress in a gym to increase by a rep, or maybe an extra kilo if it's a good week for progress. This week, I not only increased weight, but I went about 4 reps a piece each one. Not only did I look fuller, but I felt like I wasn't procrastinating as much, and my power and strength capability was just massively increased. A noticeable difference. You see, your body responds to what you feed it. If you want output, you need real input. It's as simple as that. Take a look around your gym. I've said this before in the past. You'll see people that's been there week in, week out, and it looks like relatively they're training to failure and they're doing everything right. But why is it they never change? They look the same week in, week out. Now, there could be a number of factors, but one of the main factors could be you don't know what they're inputting in their body when they go home. They might not be fueling it correctly. My quick and simple advice would be, right now, for any of you that are consuming 2 to 3 eggs on average at the minute, I want you for this week to double that, 6 eggs a day. If you're someone that's not consuming eggs, period, I want you to start consuming 3 eggs daily. Now, eventually you'll walk up. If you can build the tolerance up, you can get maybe like 10 eggs a day. But for now, just double your egg intake. And just don't change anything else. Do not change a lick of anything else. And go into your training sessions, your strength ones particularly, and see if you get stronger. And then if you've tried this, let me know in the comments how the feedback is. But I guarantee, I 80 to 90% promise you that you'll notice a difference. Anyway, if you liked the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe. I've got tons of other videos over on the channel, guys. Nutrition, motivational stuff, training, everything. So please check it out. But until next time, I am Carl from the Orcs Den, and I'll see you then.